Entrepreneurs and solopreneurs, many of them, they don't understand the marketing funnel and why everything in marketing is basically a funnel. I want to help you understand how this funnel works, how you can use it in your business to attract and convert clients, and not only attract and convert clients, but also maintain the relationship with those clients in order for them to purchase from you, to subscribe to you, and to have a more predictable business, predictable income, and a better way to grow and scale your business. So without further introduction, let me present you the marketing funnel. This is one of the best images I found on Google about the marketing funnel, and I'm gonna explain exactly what it is in a moment. So basically, as you can see, it's a funnel, right? It's like a pyramid here, which is a reversed pyramid, and also we have another pyramid here. This blue reversed pyramid is basically a funnel for pre-purchase stages, with all the pre-purchase stages. And the other pyramid, this one over here, which is green, it's post-purchase stages. So we have different stages, right? We have different levels, there are different levels of awareness, and there are different levels of let's say prospects or potential clients in your market. Because you are in a market, right? You are in a huge market. Perhaps you are in a coaching business market, or you are in the plumber market, or whatever. It doesn't really matter what or which market you are in right now. The fact is that from the whole world, there are people with different problems, with different needs, right? And each of them, they are in different markets. They are in the market of real estate. They are in the market of phones or tablets or MacBooks or whatever. There are domains, and also there are niches. And you are right now in a market, right? You are in a market. You have an audience. Let's say your total addressable market. So the total addressable market, the TAM, it's, let's say, 100 million people around the world. 100 million people around the world could be in your target audience. Why? Because they have some problem. They have some problems. They have some needs. They have some desires, and you have a solution for their problem, for their needs, and for their whatever they are dealing with right now. And your solution, basically, it's your product or your service. It can be digital, it can be physical, it doesn't really matter. It can be online or offline. Again, it doesn't matter. So this is basically your market, 100 million people. But from all that huge audience with potential clients, of course, not all of them will buy from you. A lot of them will not buy from you. More than 50% of them will not buy from you ever. And that's okay, that's fine. You still have a lot. You still have 50 million remaining, right? But from all that market with 50 million, of course, there are people who choose your competitors. Of course, there are people who don't know anything about you or about your business. Of course, there are people who hear about you, or they are in contact with your business. And just a little part of them are your clients, and they will become your clients in the next 3 months up to 2 years from the moment they hear about you, or about your brand, or about your offer, or about whatever you have to offer for them. From that moment, there is a road. It's a road, a very complex and complicated road, a roadmap, let's say, but it's not linear, right? It's not like you take all of your potential clients from point A to point B to point C to point A to point Z. It's not like that. Usually it's like they go from point A to point B, then they go from point B to point F, then they go back to point C, then they go back to point A. It's like a total mess. This is the customer journey, we call it in marketing. And The marketing funnel, it's basically a concept that will help you to better define that audience, to understand that there are different stages. Like this one, this is the engagement stage, or the brand awareness stage, where you just post content, for example, online. For engagement, you post content so people will know about you. They will know about your brand, about your company, right? And you create awareness in the market that you have, that you exist in the first place. You have an offer, and people who are, let's say, interested in what you have to offer, people who have some needs or desires or problems that they need to be that they need solution, this could be your potential clients, and this could be more interested to learn more about you, right? So they are in this second stage, the education phase, where they learn about their problem. They identify that they have a problem, right? And they are trying to educate themselves about their problem, right? They hear about whatever disease they are facing, or whatever illness, or whatever other problem they are facing right now, or in the next few days or months, right? They see that they have some symptoms, and they try to learn about them, and here we'll find you. They will find you. They will find your content. They will educate from your content. They will get a connection from you, maybe the first connection, maybe the second one, and then there is the research phase, where they investigate for your solutions and other solutions in the market. And there is the justification stage, where they just justify and quantify the value. Here is the moment when they try to justify why they should buy a new car, and why it's worth it to invest in whatever, in S&P, or why it's worth to buy something from you. This is the stage where they just try to justify their future behavior, the purchase behavior. They try to convince themselves that, yeah, it's a good idea to invest or to spend money on your product or service, right? And then there is the purchase phase, where the transaction is happening. Basically, you sign a contract with your potential client, or they buy something from you on a checkout page. It really depends. And after that, there is the pre-purchase. There are 4 pre-purchase stages. Basically, the adoption stage, where they just sign the contract and they are new to your world. They are new customers, where you are. They are in the onboarding process, and they get some implementation from you. For example, if you deliver services, or they just get in touch with your product or whatever you have to offer, right? Then there is the retention phase, where you want to focus a lot on their satisfaction and success. Then there is the expansion phase, where you add upsells or cross sells. You create different apps. For example, you have this iPhone. This is your product. Let's say you're Apple. This is your product, the first product. It's a really nice product, right? People love it, and they hear about it. They compare to other phones in the market, to other brands, and they decide that this is the product that they want to buy. Once they buy this phone, they become your client. They become an Apple ecosystem, and then what you do, you have other products or other services that serve them, right? For example, after they have a new phone, they see that they need a new case. So you have this new case, right? Like I have here, this is a new case, and you can sell a new case to them. This is a cross sell, right? Basically, once they are in your ecosystem, you can sell them more from the same phone. For example, another version of that phone in another year. You can sell them some subscriptions like the iCloud, or you can upsell and or downsell. This is a downsell because it's cheaper than the iPhone, but it's still a purchase. These are the AirPods Max, right? So you have another product from Apple, and people who are satisfied and they like this product, they see that you are in a nice company and you deliver good products, they decide to buy another product from you. So this is the AirPods Max, right? But then what you have a laptop, right? You also sell laptops, and then they decide to buy your MacBook, which is an upsell. Why? Because it's more expensive on a MacBook than an iPhone. And then you can sell them the Apple TV or a subscription, the Apple subscription, the iMusic, iCloud, whatever, or in the future we will have the Apple cars, and so this is the ecosystem that you want to create in your business, and you have to adapt this ecosystem to your context, right? For example, if you are a business coach, of course, or whatever coach, of course you will not have products like an iPhone or like this Shure microphone. You don't have like physical products. What you have, for example, expertise, you have knowledge. You can create some courses, for example, or the live interaction with your clients. You can sell them some subscriptions to have more access to you, to your knowledge, to your to a live interaction with you. And you have to be creative here. This is your offer, what you have to offer, what you have to deliver. And basically, you create retention. And one of the biggest mistakes that a lot of business people or creators or solopreneurs are facing, or are one of the biggest mistakes they are dealing with, is that they concentrate a lot on the client acquisition. They focus too much on client acquisition. They focus all of their efforts to attract new customers every day, every night, every month, but they don't focus on retention. And that's a deal breaker, because any successful business on this planet, it's having they focus not on client acquisition, but they focus on client retention. This is one of the biggest mistakes that beginners are doing. They focus only on acquiring new customers, and they forget about those who already bought from them. So the retention here, it's basically missing, and because the retention is missing, it's going to be very expensive to it will cost more time, more energy, more money to just acquire new clients. And it's more expensive to do that than to just acquire a few clients and have them for long term, and make them pay some sort of subscription or some sort of contract where they keep buying from you. Basically, the client retention. So if you need a more control, if you need a predictable business, you need retention. You need to make people be dependent on you. You want to make people to buy from you and to have more retention from them. This is when you can focus, because you will have more cash flow, and when you have cash flow, you can invest that cash in other things, in other products, in other services, to create more value for your customers, and they will pay more. And that's how we build empires, And after the retention part, there is expansion. Of course, when you create upsells and cross-sells and you make more money. For example, a basic marketing funnel is to create some sort of micro offer, and you, with your content, you attract people to buy that micro offer. that micro offer is very, very nice, very good, very powerful, very valuable. And once they buy that, you will upsell them to your, let's say, high ticket program, or to your community, which is a paid community, for example, or to your software or whatever, right? And that's when they will buy from you more, and you will create retention, and you will have customers. Because this, once you acquire those customers, your avatar, your client avatar, your ideal customer, once you acquire new customers, it's cheaper, let's say, it's cheaper for you to contact them again. It's cheaper for you to message them, to email them, than to acquire new ones. It's more expensive to acquire new customers than to talk to the old customers, because you already have their contact data, you already have their WhatsApp number, you already have their email address, and you can be in touch with them. That's why it's really important, the nurturing part, when you to add new subscribers to your email, and you send them email, and you communicate it constantly with your potential clients, even if they didn't buy from you yet, doesn't mean that they will not buy from you in the future. But you still need to be there in the inbox, and you still need to be in their mind, right? To be in their mind. That's when you create some sort of that's when they remember you, and you create some sort of reputation, a brand, right? That's when you create some sort of brand. Now, to be back here, in the end, you end up with advocacy, basically the client loyalty and evangelism. Basically here, once they like you, they like your product, they love your product, they can promote it. They can do like affiliate marketing, or they can just spread the word, make is the word of mouth here, where other people promote your product or service, and these people are basically your fans. They are your customers. These are the people who love Apple, for example, or the people who love Samsung, or the people who love some sort of brand. These are the people who fight for a brand. These are people who go online and they have a chat with somebody, they have an argument with somebody, and they fight there on the messages that no, your product is better, and that's why you need to buy your product, and not that piece of shit product that you're offering there. Right? These are the people you need in your business. People who love your product, people who promote your product, people who are there for you. Now let's talk about content in the funnel stages. These are the three funnel stages. Basically, this is the tofu, mofu, and bofu. What is tofu, mofu, and bofu? Basically, it's the top of the funnel, the middle of the funnel, and the bottom of the funnel. At the top of the funnel, you have the tofu content, which are the informational blog posts. Again, you can do that with Cellvision. You have the social media posts and YouTube videos, and from these social media posts and YouTube videos, you can direct people to your Cellvision link in bio page, the storefront page, and from that they can access your blog post, they can access your products, and they can convert and become your clients, or just get your lead magnets. Then you have the MOFU content, where you have your product comparison pages, the nurturing email campaigns, the product listings on aggregator websites. And then the BOFU content are your discounts and lifetime offers. You can do that again in Cellvision. You can create coupons, you can create campaigns, promotions, pop-ups, everything marketing related. Even you can have multiple pricing options, or you can do upsells, cross-sells, everything you have there in this solid infrastructure system that we provided for you on cellvision.ai. You have the free trials and product demos, the product samples, and customer testimonials here as the tofu, mofu, and bofu content. So this is only the content part, and I'm going to show you this one, which is the digital marketing funnel. Let me explain you. This digital marketing funnel, as you can see, is the same like this graphic over here. It's exactly the same, but with more explanations, with more numbers. Here, as you can see, we have the top of the funnel, the middle of the funnel, and the bottom of the funnel. We have the tofu, mofu, and bofu. At the top of the funnel, tofu, let's say you can your message, your content can be seen by 100,000 people, your audience, right? And you can reach 100,000 people with the SEO, the social media marketing, and the PPC, basically Facebook ads, Google searches, AI search, blog articles, research, and so on. Then from all these people, let's say 10K, so 10% of them become your visitors. So once they see your content on other platforms, they become your website visitors. They become your landing page viewers, right? And here, usually more than, 50% of them or more than that, they just bounce. They leave. They don't like it. They don't like what they see. They don't like the price. They don't like what is there, and they leave. But 50% of them, which are 5,000 readers, become your content readers from those visitors, right? From those visitors, 5,000 of them become your content readers. So they start to read or they consume your content. They see your video, your VSL, for example. Then from 5,000 of them, 1K, so 20% of those readers become your leads. They opt in via a form. They complete a form. They want your offer, for example, a low ticket offer or a lead magnet, your guide, your PDF, the access to something, the free trial, your free consulting, whatever it can be, something free or something that is low ticket, something that is not so expensive, right? And you have the bofu, the bottom of the funnel. And here, 500 of them become your prospects. So they still follow you. They subscribe to your YouTube channel, for example. They watch your stories. They consume your email. They open your emails. They click on them. They are on your community. They write there. So they engage with you, with your brand. They become your prospects. And from those prospects, 100 of them will buy from you eventually, something that it's more or less expensive. And from those 100 sales, 40 of your customers become loyal customers, so they buy more from you, upsells, cross sells, and so on. Then you have the advocates, which are 30% of them. They can become your advocates, basically those who promote your product, those who become your fans, and they decide that they want to be more than just a simple buyer. They decide to be a promoter for your brand, and they recommend your brand. They create testimonials for you, and so on. And at the end, I want to show you the marketing funnel strategies, some marketing funnel strategies. For example, for the top of the funnel content, you have the blog posts, again, the social media posts, the landing pages, the infographics, and videos. And you use as channels the ads, social media, cold emails, pop-ups, and website home or blog. These are your channels for the top of the funnel stage. For the middle of the funnel stage, the content will be made by your case studies, webinars, ebooks, FAQs, white papers, guides, podcasts, everything related to that. Your channels will be the nurturing emails, the nurturing push notifications, chats, website feature pages, or communities, for example, like a Discord community. And the bottom of the funnel is going to be, as your content is going to be you versus your competition. So some sort of comparison table. the post-purchase services like a free consulting or maybe a free ebook or a free course or a free community, something like that. The demo or free trial if you have a platform, testimonials, success stories, promotions, and discounts. And as channels, you have the calls, emails, push notification, messages, one-on-one messages, DMs. These are your channels. And how you can easily create your own marketing funnel. I'm going to show you here a very simple and basic example. Here is the point A, and here you have the point B. You want to attract people from point A to point B. At the point A, you have, let's see, your ideal customer, and you want to attract them to your lead magnet. Basically, let's say an ebook here. Ebook, which is, let's say, free ebook. You have a free ebook for them, a digital free ebook, right? And what you do, you create Instagram. Let's say you choose Instagram as your platform, as your channel, Instagram post, or an Instagram ad, let's say an ad. And you want people who are like your ideal customer, so they have some specific demographics, specific and behavior. You choose that as your Instagram ad. You choose the right audience in your settings, in your ad settings, and so on. And you want to show them some sort of message. Let's say a message here. This is your message in your Instagram ad, and you want people to come to your landing page, which this is a presentation page. You can do that in Cellvision, for example, where you have some sort of video plus text presentation, where you just tell them, hey, this is us, you have this problem, we help people like you to solve that problem, and here is some proof, and here is what you have to offer from you right now. This is what you have to do in order to get our solution to your problem, and this is what you need to do. Press here, press the button, complete the form, and you are good to go. And of course, here you attract people to your lead magnet. And at the landing page, you have the form where you get their contact data, their email address, and their phone number if there is a case, if you want their phone number. And you can even make them buy something that's something more or less expensive, and they get your that lead magnet. You can add that lead magnet, that free ebook, in Cellvision, as when they will complete your form, they will have an account in Cellvision, and in their account they will see that lead magnet, and they can use that lead magnet. And once they are in Cellvision, and once they are customers in Cellvision, you can contact them more. You can send them messages. They can contact you, and you can do some cross sells or upsells. They can see more what you have to offer from there. And this is very powerful. And this infrastructure we offer you. So we offer you this infrastructure where you can deliver. So the delivery, you can have the delivery from Cellvision. Delivery part. You also have the upsells. I hope that it's right. Upsells, cross sells. You can deliver them more. You can show them other pages, other products, other services. You also have the form to collect their address and so on. You also have the platform, right, where they have account in your platform and you have their data. The presentation. You also have the marketing, and sales ready for you. You have their coupons, pop-ups, discounts, campaigns, everything is there for you in Sell Vision. So all you need to do is create a free account. It's free. You don't have to pay anything. If you want to continue with us, how we get money from you. When you make a sale, we get commission. Or if you don't want to pay a huge commission to us, you can choose to pay us a monthly fee, and your commission will decrease a lot. It's going to be very, very tiny commission and not that much monthly fee to pay for us. But it's up to you. If you want to be only on commission, let's say you don't have too many sales and you want just to test things and to try funnels and so on, you can just start for free. And if you make a sale with us, we get the commission. Once your business will evolve, and once you have more sales, let's say, and you have more money, you can choose to have to pay us less commission, but to go to another package where you can choose for a monthly fee. And that's it. It's a win-win. It's basically progressive. Start from with nothing and you can achieve anything. You can have this ecosystem like Apple, right? Here in Sell Vision, all made for you. If you have any problem with Sell Vision, any bug or a future idea or anything, you can contact us on Discord channel, on our Discord server. You can create an account. You can test it, use it, try it. If you like it, it's cool. If you don't like it, it's cool again. It's not for everybody. Thanks very much for watching. If you like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and let's see how you can achieve more with less.